about reassurance. But before I even talk about reassurance, is it okay if I share a little bit of my story? Is that alright with you?
Yes.
Sige. Hindi ko ito chismis, ito ko ay totoong nangyari sa totoong buhay. So my husband mentioned to you that maybe the reason why there's that temptation within us to actually be occupied with a lot of things at the same time, maybe because there's that deeper reason, or maybe there is that vacuum in our hearts that we don't know what to fill that in with. I was that person before. Ako yung maraming ganap sa buhay, busy sa lahat, ang daming ginagawa. But reality is, I know for sure that there's such a deep vacuum in my heart that I was trying to fill. To some of you who have not heard my story, my father is an Indian national. That's the reason why my family name is Raj. So, my mother was a domestic helper way back in the 80s. And nag-abroad, pumunta ng ibang bansa, doon niya na-meet yung tatay ko. And afterwards, my mom brought me back to the Philippines, and then I grew up here in the Philippines with my 4 other half-sisters. And alam niyo, while growing up, I have a lot of insecurities. Maybe because I grew up with a very, hindi masyadong normal yung itsura ko na lumalaki. Alam niyo yung matangkad ka na, may team ka pa, tapos parang lahat ng mga kaibigan ko medyo nandito hanggang sa tenga ko, pero pag magkakasama kami, parang hindi kami magkaka-level. So, I try to adjust. So, pag naglalakad, I make sure na medyo nakakuba ng kaunti para medyo magka-level kami. I don't know if you've tried that before, but yung mga group of friends ko when I was in elementary, yung itsura nila medyo hindi kami, mga mistisahin yung mga kaibigan ko. So, by the way, yung batang babote, eto na po siya ngayon, malaki na po siya. Kaway, lumaki na po siya. So, elementary ako niyan. If you look at the photo on the left side of the screen, high school ako niyan, and then the other one is I was in elementary. So, iba yung, kumbaga, I was so insecure because of my physical appearance. I always wish that I would look like my friends. Sana hindi na lang Indian yung tatay ko para hindi ako maitim at hindi ako matangkad. And then I get all sorts of bullying. From, being called with different names by my friends, to pang-aasar na akala mo joke lang, pero yung joke nila tumatagos. Yung tipong, uy, huwag ka sa madilim, hindi ka makikita. Hindi ka, para yung ngipin mo kita ha. Ganyan yung tawa nila pagka nakaasar sila. But I grew up with all those insecurities because of how I look like. Because of, how my friends would bully me and how I perceived myself to be different from among my friends. So, in high school, I didn't know that there was that feeling of emptiness. I didn't know that there was that vacuum in my heart. Ang alam ko lang, naghahanap ako ng pagmamahal ng tatay ko. Yun ang alam ko. Because in the family, my mom was the leader and then my grandmother, pero hindi ko alam that subconsciously, I know for a fact that there was something missing because I am, parang may kulang, wala. Ang akala ko, ang rason lang ng kulang ay wala yung tatay ko. Akala ko ganun lang. So when I was in high school, I started entering into different relationships. I thought if I would be in a relationship with someone, the vacuum that was in my heart will be filled. Hindi lang ito para sa mga estudyante na dito, kasama na ho ang mga singles na nandito. It's, one author said that there is such a God-shaped vacuum in our hearts that only God Himself can fill. I thought at that time, the vacuum that was in my heart will be filled by entering into different relationships. I was 16 years old when I had my first boyfriend. And to be honest with you, yun ang mga bagay na pinagsisihan ko sa buhay. Kasi alam ko na sana kung hindi nangyari yung mga bagay na yun, hindi nagka-windang-windang yung buhay ko. But again, God has a way of redeeming us into the person that He wants us to be. So not only entering into different relationships, I also entered different beauty pageants. I joined beauty pageants in the province. Siguro nakasampu akong beauty pageant sa amin. Pero once lang ako nag-title doon, hindi pa uso ang maiitim sa amin noon. But now, we see that we have evolved and people have different choices, and I'm so glad that we are open to different types of beauties. In 2010, I joined Miss Universe, and then, by God's grace, I won Miss Universe 4th runner-up. And after that, parang yun yung nagbago dun sa takbo ng buhay ko. I went back to the Philippines, I started to have my own career. But you know what? Even if I already had a career, even if I already was part of the showbiz industry, lumalabas na ako sa TV, nakikilala na ng mga tao. Naalala ko dati nag-jeep pa ako. Tapos nakikilala ko ng mga tao, uy, di ba yun yung nanalo sa Miss Universe? Hala. Tapos mag-picture sila. Tapos yung feeling ko na, nasa jeep ako, I'm so helpless. I don't know what to do. Mula nang sabi ng kaibigan ko, alam mo, kailangan mo na matuto mag-drive kasi kailangan mo na magkaroon ng sasakyan. Hindi ko alam nag-jeep ka pa rin araw-araw. So anyway, that happened. But one thing I realized is, even career did not fill in the void that was in my heart. Relationship did not fill the vacuum. Career and success also did not fill in the vacuum that was in my heart. But you know what happened? In that same year, when I entered Miss Universe and joined the pageant, it wasn't the same year where I was introduced to a family like this. A cousin of mine invited me to go to a church. And to some of you who are first-timers, can I see the hands of those who are first-timers? Like, it's your first time to join something like this. Exactly. Guys, we want to welcome you. Thank you for coming. But you know what? I was exactly like you during that time. I was invited by my cousin, and then people were like singing. Kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina. We were singing and all that. And I was like, oh my goodness, but ako sumali dito. Kulto people, they're real. So I thought, kulto yung sinalihan ko. And alam niyo kung kulto? Yung kulto is like, you know, cult. English lang. So, alam ko, kulto yung sinalihan ko. Because people are singing, people are like, you know, worshiping, raising their hands, singing songs. But amazingly, God did something. I went back to that church over and over and over again, Sunday after Sunday. Even if my cousin was not there anymore to invite me, I went back. And then there was one Sunday that they were singing songs, just like what we did a while ago. And they were singing this song called Amazing Grace. I have never heard of this song before. But the song lyrics went something like, Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was once lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. You know, for the first time, I felt like God was telling me, Anak, you know the reason why you feel that there's such a void and emptiness in your heart is because you've been longing for a love of a father. Totoo yun. May stepfather ako, pero alam kong iba yung pakiramdam na nandiyan yung tunay mong tatay. Lagi kong sinisisi sa sarili ko na siguro kung nandito yung tatay ko, hindi siguro kami mahirap. Kung nandito siguro yung tatay ko, hindi siguro ako binubuli nitong mga kaklase ko. Kasi susumbong ko sa tatay ko. Kung siguro nandito yung tatay ko, siguro organized yung buhay namin. But you know what? It's so difficult as a young girl to live in a family where you are longing for someone to lead you, but there was none who is stepping up to lead you in that family. My mom did an amazing job, and I praise God for her. Pero alam ko sa sarili ko na naghahanap ako ng leader, naghahanap ako ng tatay. Kaya ako pumasok dun sa mga relasyon na yun, mainly because I was longing for someone to lead me. And you know what? During that Sunday, I was singing the song and I started crying, I started sobbing, I started realizing that, Lord, yung pagmamahal mo pala sa akin, sobra-sobra. You love me so much that you actually gave your son to die on the cross for me. Lord, who am I? Why would you give your son Jesus to die on the cross for a filthy woman like me? Maybe to some of us we feel like no one understands, or no one listens, Or maybe we feel like, wala naman talagang nakakaalam kung ano yung laman ng puso ko eh. Yes, I'm part of a family, but they just know whatever they see, but they don't know what's running in my heart. I'm telling